how did Puff and Jane Doe get in contact with you?
I work with an agency and they got contact with me through the agency.
Okay, what kind of agency is this?
Like a companion escort agency that also book like entertainers to dance for like bachelorette and birthday parties as well.
So the first time you met Puff and Jane Doe, where was this at exactly?
It was at the Edition in Hollywood.
Okay, and how did that go when you first arrived there? So they reached out through this company that you work for, just so I'm clear. You get booked. When you get there, are you thinking you going there to dance? Let's ask this question first. Is this what you do, or do you dance, or you also escort?
I dance, but with this agency, it's a lot of the time when they book, it's like a lady that wants to go to an event, or a couple and the husband wants you to dance for his wife or go out to an event and be with her.
Right.
Kind of like a companion escort agency.
Got you.
A lot of times it's bachelorette and birthdays.
So, because when I spoke to Sheree, he was saying that this isn't what he does. He just usually dances. This was kind of a first time thing. You usually his bitches. That's kind of what you do anytime besides this.
No, it's mostly dancing.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's just mainly dancing. So explain to me, you get to the Edition, you get to the room. What happens when you get to the room? You go up the elevator, get to the room. Who opens the door or who's there? How does this initial first introduction go?
When I knock on the door, Puff opens the door at first.
Out of here.
And I walk in.
Get the so did you notice though, or you just think that you're going for what you usually do?
I had to sign the NDA before I went there, so like they kind of told me it was a celebrity client.
Got you, but you didn't know it was going to be them.
No.
All right, so let's lay this out. You get there, Puff opens the door.
Clue.
Pardon me?
I had a clue.
Oh, you had a clue.
Yeah.
Got you. So you get there, Puff opens the door. How does that introduction go when you open the door and you see his Puff?
I just dap him off and I walk in and he asked me if I knew who he was and I was like, no, and he tells me his name and I'm like, I knew who he was, but I was just like, and he was like, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Bad Boys, and I was like, and he played some music and I'm like, oh yeah, that's you. And he's like, well, look, let's go sit on the balcony.
He played his own music to let you know he was, like he played Bad Boy music and shit?
Yeah.
He started dancing and shit, or he just played the music when he
just played the music. And I was like, oh yeah.
All right. So play Puffer L got theme music. So he opens the door, you walk in, and y'all go chill for a second, you said?
Yeah, like I walk in the living room and there was like towels laying on the couch and the floor and shit. And I'm like, all right, this is interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
Right.
And he's like, yeah, come sit in the back so I can tell you what's up.
Right.
And then we go to the little balcony or whatever. And he's just like asking me about my career and how long I've been with the agency and what I do.
Right.
And like we ran there for like 20 minutes. And he was like talking about he likes porn and he's at a point in his career where he likes to curate and make his own porn. And then he started bragging. He was like, I got a girl in sexy, you gonna love her. And then he tells her to come out. And she comes out in like lingerie. And we just like chill and smoke for about 30 minutes. And he was like, this is what I want to do. I want you to stand talking to her, I want her to stand at the end of the balcony. And like, it was like, all right, she's in the bar. You walk in and y'all just meet. And
Good y'all, it's OB Media. Recorder Bus Act goes crazy, and the detail is freak off encounter with Diddy and Jane Doe. Now I got to realize why Diddy had to get male escort to have sex with his woman. Because this ninja got a micro penis. That shit smaller than a 2-year-old. That shit small as hell, man. So I see why he had to do those type of stuff. He is a freak, and he was trying to direct the porn scenes. He was telling the guys what to do. Man, Diddy was a real freakazoid, man, and we needed to let this ninja away. But it is what it is, man. You need to watch a full video. Let's get it.
He tells her action, and she just goes to like playing it, like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? So I'm like, all right, I'll just play the role, you know, and we do that for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, so get to the Edition. Puff opens the door. He says, you don't know who I am. You tell him no. He start playing Bad Boy music. walk with you to
He say like 3 different names.
Diddy,
then start
Puff.
playing the music.
Yeah, then start playing the music because you like, whatever, I'm here for work. Then he sits down and tells you that he wants to curate a porn and then tell you what the porn scene is. So he's directing this fantasy, basically. So y'all was at a bar, and so technically in his brain, you just meet his shorty at a bar.
Yeah.
Got you. But he laid this out to you before Jane Doe came out.
No, he told me that, but when she came out, he like said what he wanted it to be while she was sitting right there next to him.
Right. And you was at the bar, so to explain that scenario, like how'd that go? Like you just, without getting detail, y'all really role played that for him?
We ran that for like 3 minutes, and I was like, this kind of weird. And she was like, well, what you want to do? I was like, let me dance for you.
Right.
So we went in, and she was like, let me pick the 3 songs. She picked 3 songs she wanted to play.
Right.
And that's when I'm wondering why the towels. I was like, what's all the towels for? And she was like, you gonna see. So I started dancing, and she picks up the baby oil, and he's like instructing her what to sit, what to do, and telling her to say certain stuff, and she kind of just following his lead. And as I'm dancing, I take my shirt off, and she like starts to pour baby oil on me, and he's telling her like, put the baby oil down, just sit back, kind of instructing her as I'm dancing.
Right.
And he pulls his phone out as I'm dancing for her, and I'm like, don't record me.
He really trying to make a movie for real. So when you told him, so let me ask you this, when you told him, I want to get back to a couple things you said, but I want to stay here. When you told him don't record me, what's his reaction to that?
He was like, all right, cool. He just like put the phone down.
Right. But I seen somewhere where you said it was still a laptop up, possibly.
Yeah, there was a laptop on the table next to him.
Do you think he was recording on that secretly, or you told him to shut that down as well?
I went and closed the laptop. Like when he put the phone down, I went up and I pulled the laptop down like that.
Got you. I also seen where you made it clear to him, because just for our audience, you're not gay, and you made it clear to him that you didn't want to be touched by him at all, to where you're also an MMA fighter, for what I'm understanding, and you showed him 2 of your fights to let him know, don't play with me. Is that correct?
Yeah. It wasn't not me showing him that exactly for that reason, but he was curious about what I did, so I showed him the videos. And then she asked me, she was like, are you cool with doing the threesome? And I was like, no, I'm not cool with that.
Right.
And then never tried it.
Right. Was it any point during this, and we're staying on the first initial meeting, was there any point during this encounter with you and Jane Doe, did you think that Puff would try to join? Because when I spoke to Sheree about it, he said he couldn't get right because he kept thinking about Puff in his peripheral, trying to come in and trying to join, because he said Puff was basically jerking off watching him with Cassie. Did you worry about that when you were in there with Jane Doe?
No, and I always had her position to where I could see him.
Right. Was he jerking off, pause, while you was slamming his shorty?
He had his shirt off and he was sitting with his pants on. He had his hands in his pants playing with shit.
Wow. It's crazy. And now, that's what I asked Sheree too, you know what I'm saying? Baby oil, he said, was mandatory. Was baby oil mandatory when y'all was
yeah, I had to tell her. I was like, it's too much baby oil. Like that's enough. You know what I'm saying? With the baby oil. Like,
you gotta pull.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we overdoing the whole baby oil thing.
Yeah, but like, what do you think that's about? Personally, like he just want to see everybody shiny. Like, what do you think? Why do you think that? What your personal opinion?
Honestly, I can't answer. Like,
right.
I like the girl to be wet when I'm having sex, but that shit right there is just a little overkill.
Right, I got you. I got you 100%. So, how many times did you actually meet up with Puff and Jane Doe?
Jane Doe,
yeah,
twice.
Okay, I was seeing a lot in her testimony that she was saying, and not necessarily with you, she was just saying throughout these acts that she felt obligated to do this. She felt like she was just doing this because Puff was paying her rent. She never felt comfortable. It was times that Puff would have engagements with her and somebody else, and then go off with the current girlfriend that he had at the time. When y'all was together talking about you and Jane Doe, did it seem like she didn't want to be there at any particular time, or did it seem like she was enjoying herself?
It seemed like she was enjoying herself to me. Like, we was joked out, laughing, chilling at the same time, and it didn't seem like she was uncomfortable or felt forced at all to me.
Right. Did she orgasm?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it seemed like she wanted to be there. She did what? Not to get too deep. Did she squirt? Is she a squirter?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So you felt it? Did you think the orgasm was fake, or she just was doing that to entertain Puff?
You never know.
Right.
You never know.
I got you, man. And like I said, it was a lot of things that she said. Did you know about who she was? I know you said you knew who Puff was. Did you know who she was?
I didn't.
Right. Did you know that? Well, you didn't know who she was. Learning moving forward, did you realize that this is kind of what she does because she's been with other people? Like I said, I want to make sure I don't use the wrong words here, but who possibly put it like this. I'll word it like this. She said in one of her testimony that Puff used to threaten her with videos and said he would send it to her baby's father. Did you realize who this was when the trial actually started?
I realized the weekend after I had the first encounter, because when I got the NDA and the agency let me know that it was a celebrity client, I have a friend that's with the agency as well.
Right.
And I told him, and he told me, he was like, it's Diddy. And I'm like, what? Like, why would you say that?
Right.
Because he's with the agency and he was booked with them a couple times. So when I first opened the door and seen him, I was like, damn, he's right.
Right.
So after the encounter, I managed shows like the same show Sheree manages. Right. I managed their show in New Orleans, in Las Vegas, in LA.
Right.
And he's in the show. And after the booking, I was at the show and I was like, I told him about the booking and he showed me the picture. He was like, was this her? And I was like, yeah, that was her. Right. And then he told me who it was.
Wow.
And then I was like, damn, that's when I realized.
Right. 100. Crazy. How far did these fantasies go? Like, I understand if, like you said, the encounter, but was it oral, anal? Like, was he directing y'all that far to shit that he wanted to see, or was it just regular sex with baby oil?
It was, she did give me oral, but it was pretty much regular sex with baby oil. Wasn't no like crazy shit.
But was he directing her throughout the whole encounter, Puff, I'm talking about?
Yeah, he'll tell her like switch positions, or when she's doing oil, tell her stop and pour the baby oil or pour it on herself, or it's like say certain shit, and she would follow along.
Wow. Did it seem at any time he would get jealous of what you guys were doing?
No, I didn't feel that. Yeah. But there was one time when she kind of caught an attitude with him. When she was giving me oil, I was like, damn, she nice with it. And he said, yeah, she's one of the ones on my A team. Oh. And she was like, I am the team.
Oh, got you. So got you. Yeah, she, see, the thing, I mean, like I said, I don't want to get too much into it because of legal things, but sorry, came out. You could have been on the B team. I don't know what if you're on the A team. Yeah, you could have been on the B and C team, P. You feel me? I don't really get it what the problem is, but yeah, man, this is crazy. How much was you getting paid for this shit?
The initial booking was 2, but I got 5.
Okay, each time?
Yeah.
Okay. Did she ever try to reach out to you after you guys all did what y'all did? By herself?
Through the agency. No.
Okay, never personal. Okay, cool, man.
Never personal.
Got you. Yo, P, you got something to ask? So I'm up here with my co-hosts as well. You have any questions for Rico? Thank you as well, man. We gonna
Yo,
Couple
Rico.
more minutes and we're gonna get you out of here.
Yo, Rico, what's up, my G?
What's happening, bro?
Let me ask you a question. I know you gave him your dance name was Rico, so when you got subpoenaed and all that, how did they able to contact you and get your real name?
Oh, they never got my real name.
No, I know them, but for you to get subpoenaed.
But basically we talked about it earlier just so he understand, even in the transcripts, it's not his name.
All right, copy. All right. Second question. You said you was just there to dance, so when you was approached to have and reenact this, was that your first time? Or you've done it before already? Or you just danced all the time?
I dance all the time.
All right. That's it.
Larry?
So how you doing, brother? So my thing is, I noticed the other guy, Sheree, I think that's his name. He was booked like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Why is it that? Why do you think that you were only booked for the 2 days, right? The 2 times, and why do you? Sheree only talked about his fee was only $2,000. Do you have different fees that you guys set, or?
There's a fee like the $2,000 is for the time. But then if like they wanted to do extra, then it's on you to be like, it's going to be this much for if we're doing extra. Because I'm there to just dance and date. You see what I'm saying? Or like going for an experience. But if they trying to do all that, then you can be like, this is my fee. Because it goes by time. So instead of, if it's $2,000 for 4 hours, if y'all trying to do something extra, then it's going to be 5 type situation.
So
dance at discretion.
Did you feel some kind of way? Because like I said, Sheree was booked over it sounded like a 6-month period. And then, and he didn't sound like he gave any resistance to Puff, but it sounds like you were like, yo, don't film me. And do you think that was maybe why you weren't brought back? Or, and cause it sounds like you guys were all in communication. And then I also read that there was a situation here in Vegas that she saw, and I believe Jane Doe saw you, and then with some other celebrity. Is that everyone's speculating about who the other rapper was. Was that you, the other rapper, with you and the other rapper, and in that whole situation as well?
No.
Yeah, I was confused about that.
No. There was a report. I read a report that said that I think it was you, and that Diddy was upset because he saw you out here in Vegas with another freak off with another rapper, and she saw you, and that he went through her phone and saw that. That's what I'm asking. So that wasn't you then.
What I'm asking you, Larry, is what you read some shit that Puff was jealous that he was with somebody else?
I read that he went through the phone to contact him, and then he saw that there was communication.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Was that you, or that it must be someone else, because they said he was out here in Vegas with another celebrity, and he was upset because he was saying, why were you going to the freak offs with? And then, I assumed it was you, that the way they made it sound, it was you.
That's sure Jane Doe all over the place. She everywhere. But I
dance for celebrities, but
yeah. But I come to the conclusion with Jane Doe is this, man. This is what she do. And I don't want to say too much because she's basically saying in her transcript that she did it for her rent to get paid, or she did it. She never felt like she wanted to do this. And that's why I really wanted to bring Rico up here to get his point of view to seem like if it was forced, because you don't want to be insensitive to the situation as well. But that's what that's why I'm being very cautious on how I approach the situation. But to make a long story short, this is about his experience. And he's saying that the times he was there, she did not feel forced, which was really what I wanted to get down to.
Yeah, I didn't catch that vibe.
Right, exactly. Yo, Reek, man, I really, really appreciate you coming on, bro.
Man, this interview is interesting, man. I don't believe that Jane Doe was forced to do all of those freak off. She wanted to do that shit. She's a freak, just like Diddy. Diddy is not the only freak in the industry. He's just the one that got caught. He was getting out of control. Why would you got 1,000 bottle of baby oil 800 dildos, 800 lube. Man, I don't know what Diddy was planning to do. He was planning to freak out the whole industry. He was getting out of control. This ninja was wilding. They said that Diddy is a jealous type of ninja. He don't like no guy talk to his girl, and he jealous of the guys. So I got to realize I don't believe that the girls are what Diddy really like. I believe that Diddy is obsessed with guys. So he always tried to date someone that he's beefing with. He always tried to do that shit, man, because he tried to take 50 Cent shopping, and 50 Cent wasn't having that shit, man. He wanted to astroglide in 50's butt, but 50 wasn't rocking with Diddy at the time. Everyone was saying that Diddy is gay, because when Diddy say take that, scrambling, scraping for shit, man, shit is gonna go down. Shit is about to get crazy in the spot, because Diddy is always up to freaky shit, man. Always up to the freaky timing. So a lot of people are saying that Diddy was having sex with guys. No, I don't believe, because Diddy got a small penis. That can't do nothing. That can't do no damage. So I believe that Diddy was getting male escort to have sex with some guys. So when they're saying that Diddy clapped Meek Mill cheeks, no, I don't believe, man. I believe that Diddy got a guy to do that shit, because he don't got no penis to do nothing. So I got to realize that Diddy is just a swinger, and he like the freaky shit. So all of these people are exposed to freaking. So that's why everyone that attend the freak off, they always been saying that they leave early. What happened after 1 o'clock? People are not telling the truth, man, because they don't want to go down with Diddy. Diddy is the only one should be going down for this shit. Ciroc was sponsoring the party. Everyone knew what was going on. But when Diddy go against that liquor company, that is where everything come crashing down for the diddler, man. You should have never go against those big boys. That is a board of billionaire. You're just a one black billionaire. So how could you ever try to do that shit, man? You bite the hand that feed you. That's why Diddy's in jail. He pissed off the wrong set of people, and they had to send him to jail. They had to find all of his dirt, all of the skeletons in the closet, to make sure that the diddler go to jail. But Diddy was a real freaknik, because when these guys was having sex with the girls, he was in the corner masturbating, and then he'd take the cum and rub it on his nipples, and he'd be directing that shit, and they say, "You're doing it, daddy, do it to her." Man, Diddy is definitely a weird type of ninja. This ninja is a queer. Yeah, he's not living gay and proud. He needs to come out of the closet and tell the world that he's gay. And we will believe you, Diddy, because all of those comments that you've been making, you a ninja wearing matching clothes, calling daddy in the pool, you deserve it, daddy. So, man, what do you deserve? What do you deserve, man? Penis in your butt? Man, that is just some weird, nasty shit. I don't know what these ninjas be on, man, but this ninja definitely wildin'. But it is what it is, man. It's OB Media. Have a blessed day.
Ew, this is disgusting. This male escort says, of all the things Howard allegedly witnessed during his time with Diddy and Cassie, one thing stood out to him as the strangest. Quote, the weirdest thing was they used to physically collect my spooge in a cup. Hey, Mrs. Barbie, they collected my, he uses the S-E to the E, S-E-M to the E to the N word. They collected my spooge for like a year. At one point, the escort asked Diddy about the creepy collection, and the disgraced mogul gave an explanation. He told me, I like to see her play with it and drink it. What's wrong with that? Diddy told the escort. I was like, you know, to each his own. But after that, they never asked me about it again. They never collected it. Oh my God. In episode 4 of the new Diddy documentary, producer Lil Rod claimed that Diddy's son Justin Combs was present at a freak-off. They'll be doing these freak-offs, he says, and it'd be Puff and Justin in the room with multiple women. Closed doors and lots of music and lots of